Welcome to another episode of B-Side Podcast. It's you and yours truly, Bobby B. Sellers. I'm working on it. I'm getting better. And you know who we got here. I think he is the next black Republican in California. DP himself.
Who that?
Hey, Perkins right there. And then you know
What's
who
up,
he
people?
is. He out there hyper than Stephen A. Smith. He's out there hyper than my man. I won't forget my man's name. I won't forget my man. Do the right thing. Spike Lee. You know what I mean? He gonna be out there more than Bernard King. He gonna be out there more than Bill Cartwright. Ladies and gentlemen, he gonna be out there than Starks. He's gonna be out there more than I done forgot. Come on, help me out with the Knicks, man. Any more Knicks? Anyway,
Oh, man, what you mean, Allen?
My man C.
Miami out the park, Houston. LJ,
all those silver lining players who ain't never won nothing.
Marcus Gamby, T-Mac.
So what?
Yeah, you got
T-Mac,
right? Yeah, you got that. Yeah,
that don't count. That don't even count.
Balling when he was.
Penny
Hardaway was
25 games.
Penny Hardaway was with us too. You ain't remember that either, huh?
Oh,
So yeah,
It's hard to remember when they passed that by.
we done had some of the greats.
half the NBA has been through the Knicks. You can go on and on. Penny Hardaway,
I can't.
Charlie Ward, Herb Williams,
Stevie Franchise,
Mark Jackson,
he was there too. You know what I mean?
Allen Houston,
Mark Jackson.
and
The trail.
Hey, has Chicago even drafted yet, Dave?
Yeah, they did. They drafted some.
Who's D. Terry? Who's
some
that?
Alley Cat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some guard from Arizona, man, University. I can't even say what he's capable, what he's good at.
Mike
After the
Bibby
first-
rolling over in his grave.
After the first 10, I'm like, who are these guys? I got to do some research.
Man,
After the first 10.
like I said, they're not really good at the draft.
Oh,
That's all I
but
got to
hey,
say.
see, you're wrong for that, man. How you gonna hit Kimber like that?
Hey man, he good when the knee feel okay, but when the knee ain't okay, he's Mr. Rickety Rat. What do they call that cat on the Wizard of Oz? The Tin Man. His knee is gimpy, man. You know what I mean? Best of luck to him, but his knee ain't right, man. Something wrong with it.
Oh man,
His knee not right. It's not.
I hope he balls out in Detroit. He went to Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Not yet. Supposedly. Not yet.
No, but he's getting a buyout now.
He's got to get a buyout.
He's getting a buyout from Detroit.
Mhm.
Okay.
So maybe he ends up on the Lakers.
Oh. What about if he goes to the
Maybe
Nets?
he goes to the Bulls. Maybe he go help the Bulls out.
What if he goes to the Nets? No, okay.
Ain't nobody gonna be there.
That's what I mean. They need players. They need some players.
The Knicks are still gonna be the second best team in New York.
No, we not. We always been number one. Don't forget about that. You know what I mean? We always number one team over there.
No, we ain't talking about in heart. We talking about
No. We talking about on paper, brother. We talking about on paper. We talking about on paper.
Yeah.
They ain't even close with no fans.
Y'all ain't did it. Okay, all right. Neither one of y'all made the playoffs. I mean, that's made the playoffs. You ain't make the playoffs.
They ain't going nowhere. I told you.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
The New Jersey Nets with your two-tone Chicago Bulls on one side, Brooklyn Nets on the other side jacket. They ain't going nowhere. I told you that. When they initially came, so they not going nowhere. They cursed.
There you go with the deflecting again. I just said they ranked better. They made the playoffs. Y'all didn't.
They the Nets.
Did not.
They the Nets.
Did not make the
They
playoffs.
the Nets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Two most talented cats ever to not do nothing.
Oh, man.
Made the playoffs. Gave the team to me. Extra
Not do
games.
nothing. You know what I mean? Greatest cats ever.
Hey, see, you got a subscription to the New York Knicks newscast.
Hey man, they should have went with their first mind.
No,
You know what I mean? They should have went with their first mind. I hope they go to the Bulls so they don't do nothing either.
You and I both know that he stopped watching after the 35th game of the season. It was over with. He stopped watching.
35th game of the season.
The Knicks 35th game. You stopped watching.
This year coming?
No, this past year. I can't predict what's going to happen.
That wasn't this past year, brother. That wasn't this past year.
I'm sorry.
Now, the year they had your boy, the Unicorn, I hope y'all pick him up too. The Unicorn year, yeah, I was done with that. That was after like 10 seasons.
Okay, Bob. What topics you got for this show, man? What topics you got for the show, bro?
Yeah, your Unicorn. Oh, you don't.
I thought we wanted.
Let's go down the line.
I thought we wanted to go ahead and keep on the NBA.
No.
You know, got the draft. Got the draft going on tonight. You know, there's rumors out there. You know, there's rumors that you know, your boy might return to OKC. Westbrook. I like Westbrook. I'm not gonna call him Westbrook. I will call somebody else a nickname. But anyhow,
rumors.
Yeah. You know, the rumors that
how can OKC afford him? I mean, how can the Lakers? Get something back for the amount of money that he's making?
Hey, I wonder what's the salary cap then? They must got some money to spend.
They got to trade Shea Alexander probably. Oh, your boy probably got picked up right now. That's good pick.
Who was that?
Your boy from Ohio State finally got picked up. I wanted to get that cat, man.
Who picked him up?
Baram. The little freshman dude.
Malik
Baram. You don't know the old cats on your Buckeyes team?
Oh, hold on, man. The freshman, man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. I was thinking about the main gunner. I was like, wait a minute. How he go before the main guy?
Because that cat good. I saw the little game, but I was like, that fool all right.
Man, that was just his freshman year, man.
That cat all right, dude. For a freshman, that cat all right.
He went to the Spurs too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know that's bad.
I'm not a pop fan. I'm sorry. I'm not a pop fan. Never have.
It's a system basketball.
I don't get pop, man. It's just.
That's what you do in Ohio State, bro. It's system basketball. Y'all ain't had nobody doing that since Jimmy taking the 1-4 low isolation.
Since Jimmy, forgot Conley. You forgot Conley and then went back-to-back championships?
That was because of Greg Oden, DP's big cousin.
Wait a minute, man. You went back to Jimmy J. You know what I mean? We had some other players, man.
Michael Redd.
Michael Redd. Who else? The one guy who they was
Michael
going.
Redd,
they was trying to give him the guard. I can't think of the guard's name, but he was terrible.
Scooty Penn.
Not Scooty.
Scooty
The white kid, the Euro-American man. I can't think of his name. They was trying to. He only played like 2 years, man. He was like a JUCO. He transferred in. Yeah, he was all right. He was cool. You know what I mean? He was cool. He's coaching. He ended up coaching.
So you wanted the white dude that plays the passing lanes all the time?
No, I didn't like. That's what I was talking about. Kraft, they was trying to give him. I bet you he probably got a statue at the Value Center. They wanted to give him. Oh my God, he was like. What was the dude's name, man? I can't think of the guard. Oh, how could I forget his name? He used to score all the time for Ohio State, man. I forgot the dude's name. Late 80s. I think, oh, man, I forgot. Little guy. But anyway, they was trying to give him Scotty Burleson. Anyway, I got to check that out.
Hobson?
Not Hobson.
Before
Hobson.
Hobson went to Arkansas.
No, Dennis Hobson.
Yeah,
Dennis Hobson.
Dennis Hobson, yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Hobson. I can't think of the dude's name, but, they loved him, man. They was trying to give him.
Chris Gent.
Huh?
It was Chris Gent.
Not Chris Gent. No, it was like in the 80s, man. It was like he was there like maybe 87 to 90, somewhere around there, 90, 91. I can't think of the dude's name. But he was a gunner. Small town kid, but they let him shoot. But anyway, I can't think. Lytle. I'm trying to see where Lytle went.
EJ Lytle?
Yeah.
He's still on the board.
Damn. Yeah, man.
Speaking of the Pistons, before we get off that topic, the Pistons took the guard Ivy. So
yeah,
they got a bunch of guards over there now.
Ivy's like 6'5",
that don't seem right.
6'6".
Some gonna be
big guards. They gonna have big guards.
And trying to get Kimba too.
Big guards, man.
Kimba getting bought out.
They're big guards.
I know. What? Kimba is. Oh, Kimba with the Knicks. He's got to get bought out with the Knicks, right?
No, he got traded.
He got traded.
Okay. He got rid of that one-legged trick knee.
Ain't that some shit? Oh, he's a turncoat. He's a turncoat, ladies and gentlemen.
It don't sound like you like him. I mean, man, dude, that's how you sound like to the people you like.
The knee is bad.
You sound like you talk about Porzingis.
Yeah.
How do you hate somebody?
He sucked. Porzingis got beat up in his hometown.
He already hit him with 2 jabs.
Porzingis got beat up in his hometown. He sucked. Kimba knee just bad. That's all it is. The time is gone. The need is
Hey,
bad.
man. With Detroit, whereas in the NBA, they got the point guard 6'5", 6'6", and the two guard 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, I don't know where they get. I mean, maybe Charlotte.
They're gonna do probably a 3 guard.
Oh, don't Houston ain't Porter and Jalen Green 6'5" and 6'5"?
I thought.
Well, is Porter 2 though? Yeah, I mean they're interchangeable. 2 3's interchangeable. It's one on the right, one on the left. That's the only difference. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just think, hey, they can still go. You know, people ain't playing traditional shit no more.
No.
So I mean, you know, pretty soon I won't start seeing. I think there'll probably be a 3 guard rotation, man. Everybody 6'6", 6'7", 6'4", 6'7".
Ain't been one since the Pistons
1 through
won
3.
the championship.
You know what I mean?
Golden State, you kind of say with Poole probably the closest little thing, but you know, with the 3 guards, right?
Man, they could almost be like, you know what I'm saying, when Jim Jackson and my man the Mastermind. What is it? Monster Mash. You know, in Dallas. I mean, hey, you get yours, I get mine. Boom. You know, back and forth. Little triangle action.
Shout out to Tony Braxton.
You wrong for that. You wrong for that.
She would still get it though. Tony Braxton can still get it though. Tony Braxton still, you know, being the run.
She can still mess up a team. What you trying to say?
No.
Okay.
Rec ball league now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Rec ball. No, nothing money wise. No, you know, because shit, you rec ball and then she goes straight to casino and sing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Okay, what hall is she selling out right now?
Dude, she did a whole Vegas thing a few years ago.
That's what okay, she was at one setting. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people go to that show. That's an everyday a
week
show.
Tell me
that's what I'm saying. That's it. That's all she could do.
Love should have brought you home.
Okay, what's the other one?
Love should have brought you home.
she ain't got enough material to be on there.
I mean, you know, how was she tour? She had to be in a residential spot. I mean, she can't tour. She can't tour.
That's not your genre. No, I mean, you ain't got to, you know, denigrate the lady. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like that. I mean, for people to have a show in Vegas, a residency, they have to have people come because they play every day.
You went down there?
They have to have people to come to one spot. They have to have people come to one spot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying,
man. I mean, that says a lot to have your residency. Not too many people get their residency in Las Vegas. You know,
hey, man, splitting hairs here.
Soldier Boy got a residency out there, didn't
he? No way.
No. Stop it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
He's still excited over Walker leaving and talk about he's a fan.
Your mic is off, Bob.
What's up? My mic is off.
Your mic is off, kid.
Okay. I don't know. I can hear.
Say something. Can you say something, C?
I can say something all day. Knicks winning the championship.
I can't hear you either.
Yeah. I can
hear everybody. I can hear you.
To the volume.
What's up? Hello. Testing.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
You on that old laptop again? You on Internet Explorer? Yeah. You still got that Internet Explorer on there, DP?
He can't hear you. He can't hear you.
He ain't update.
Yeah. Damn.
Ooh.
Can't hear you now. Are you on mute?
Yeah, I can't hear you. Oh, gee.
Okay, good now.
Yeah.
Hey man, stay off the Internet Explorer, DP. You know what I mean? They updated that stuff too. Yeah, you know, we can go back and watch the tape. You was on the old stuff last week.
Hey man, you know, I'm trying to figure out some things here, man. We still sticking to sports. We're still sticking to sports here. Hey man, when the NFL gonna lay down the law on my man, on our quarterback, man, on Deshaun, man? What's the hold up?
Well, the hold up is you can't do nothing bad for him that you didn't do with the owner of the Patriots. I mean,
and yes, and he had to go to Congress.
Yeah,
Well, testify in front of Congress. He ain't actually go there, but Congress.
And at some point, I think we all know the total of how many masseuses that the Texans ordered versus ones that he ordered himself is a bit disparaging in numbers too.
So you don't want to open. That's a good point.
You don't want to open up Pandora's box.
Listen,
because the lawyer is the owner's neighbor.
Yeah,
they not even talking. How many lawyers did you know in a high profile case and they not on camera saying stuff? They're like, you ain't got to say nothing. You know what I mean? Come on.
At the end of the day, all of this moved real quickly when he said we're gonna put the Texans in on this thing. The Texans supplied some of them women.
Come on.
And that's where why they closed this case.
Like 18 out of
I didn't know the number. I've been saying that from the get-go.
Why ain't they bringing these points up?
Huh?
Why ain't they bringing these points up?
Because it was a smear campaign, all because he said he wanted to get traded from the get-go.
But hold up.
Hold
up. Back that up, see. Back that up.
It's true.
You can't call it a smear when there's
hold on. Okay. Let me rephrase that then.
There you go.
The correction for the people out there. You don't think they knew the Texans?
Okay, them knowing and his actions.
But they never said nothing. They never said anything until he asked for the trade.
His actions were vile, man. It's like, come on.
Never. I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. But all I'm saying is nothing ever came about until he said, "I don't want to be here anymore."
Facts. I'll give you that. I mean, it was like,
and that's the whole thing about this case.
Regardless of which, bruh man was doing some foul stuff. I'd be like, come on, kid.
Come on, man. That's what Mia Khalifa do. He don't take what Mia Khalifa playing.
Hey, Bob, I mean, he one of them kind of cats where he get a smile from the girl on the side of the street, like, oh, I'm in love. I think she liked me. You know what I mean? He pulling this thing out. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what's up? Like, really? Does that work?
He's a football player.
What does that mean?
CTE. Early.
Ooh, all of them
early diagnosis.
All of them ain't got CTE, Bob. He ain't but 23, 24. He quarterback.
He ain't CTE. Those are workers.
I don't know. I know one thing. I know one thing for sure. He wasn't paying attention to the Harvey Weinstein case. He wasn't paying attention. He didn't.
No, the team supplied though.
I gotta take that.
That cat need to get out.
I gotta take that out of my arsenal.
He need to get out more. Apparently, he was living a somewhat of a sheltered life, and maybe he only watched porn and think that, oh yeah, he touched himself. You touch yourself, you're like, ooh, I want it. You know what I mean? It's like, come on,
his porno
man,
life. His porno life, he fell in love with the massage
and the reality of his life. You know what I mean? He's really not in tune with. You know what I mean? Wow, like cat ain't got no friends. Like, bro, you can't do that. Like, dude,
just show
what's
him
wrong with you, man?
Show him a Harvey clip of him in court.
I mean, him and Elon Musk got something in common. You know what I mean? It's like that must be the thing.
What's Elon Musk do?
You don't remember what Elon Musk did? He on the airplane, a private airplane. He didn't pull the schlong out. You know what I'm saying? Well, and as a flight attendant, don't you want to touch it? This cat, dude. Dude. This is a common theme, I guess, with cats. I mean, with Luke, they don't really got no mouthpiece much. You know what I mean? And I think they watch a little bit too much porn to think that they just have to pull the schlong out. You know what I'm saying? That's all the words that's needed.
I got money.
As if the women ain't never seen one before. But you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm play the other side of this a little bit, right? With C's point, sex workers, right? The masseuse or massage community must be large, because how ain't none of these women know? These women, it's just like anything else, right? If you're a high paid masseuse, you're gonna know you're gonna be in a network.
They wasn't masseuses.
So none of them know. Nobody.
Stop it.
Stop it. I'm just saying.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it. Y'all need to
supplied
stop.
by the team.
Okay.
That's
So
why this is why both of us supplied by the Texans.
okay, so exactly right. So let's expand on that. See, so they supplied by the Texans. So you get a call by the Texans. You know what I mean? That the female coaches, you know what I mean, need a massage. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out. Just
Okay,
throwing it out there.
you flipping the story. Okay.
Flipping it up. You know what I'm saying? Just for the viewers out there. So he's like, hey, look, you know what I mean? We got one of our coaches, you know what I mean, that she want a male masseuse, you know what I mean? We hit you up, and we're gonna always call you whenever our female coaches, you know what I mean, want to have a massage.
This particular coach.
Or men or other female coaches for that matter, you know what I mean? Or anybody on the Texan staff that are women. So see, you being a masseuse, they hit you up. Like, hey, look, man, we're gonna pay you $2,000 for an hour massage. You hold on. You go there, and she turn around and she grab her nuts, be like, hey, don't you want to touch these? And you like, oh no, I don't want to touch those. You know what I'm saying?
These are working people under the name of masseuse. Working girls under the name of masseuse.
Do you report that, or do you take your $2,000 and hopefully you get a call back?
Working people under the name of a masseuse.
See, man,
that's what's going on here. You can call Robert Kraft name.
That is wrong. That is wrong to label them without knowing them. That's wrong.
Man. So you telling me?
So wrong.
You telling me 66 people? If it's the numbers right, 66 people. This just happened and nobody knew.
He said 66 people. So
nobody knew. 60 people keep their mouth.
But guess what? But here's how we debunk that theory, though. Here's how we debunk it. No one ever went back twice.
Oh, okay. Next question.
There were no return masseuses.
So there's no returns.
No second runs with him. Like, oh, maybe it was just that time. No.
But
I'm just saying, you give up a client that's passing out that much dough? You know what I mean? Say, hey, look, I got a player need a massage.
Once again,
I'm just saying.
Supplied by the Texans is why this has been going on so long. Robert Kraft, you spoke the man's name up. He was in the picture with the lady that supplies them.
I know. Still don't discount his actions. Though.
These are probably people that the Texans owner, Robert Kraft, the old president, that they all been.
He can't find no women.
This is a network. This is a network.
This is a network. No women that will act that out for him. I mean, where's his yes guys? Where's his dudes at? They can't find no girls to play that role.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, where his boys at? They ain't got no friends. Like, dude, come on.
You ain't never seen the cat with anybody.
You never do better, bro. But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. He ain't had no friends. Like, hey, man, I got something over here. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, hey, is that what you want? Hey, you know, Brandy over here will do it for you. Brandy got some girlfriends.
But once again, I'm going to go back. Why it's showing you this, the cat was with Mia Khalifa.
Who was with Mia Khalifa? She's suing? She's one?
No. No, there's video out with him and her at the house playing basketball on a little Nerf rim. So he didn't show you this from before with his cat bystanders.
So, I mean, what are you saying about this Mia Khalifa? What does that mean?
Those are hookers.
You calling Mia Khalifa a hooker now too? Dang, man.
Yes.
Wow.
She's more than that.
She's more than that. Man.
I'm just saying. So this is
if it's no, we're not. She's talking
giving it to you raw on the B-side podcast, people. We don't have no agendas. We giving it to you raw. It is what it is. You know what I mean? That's what I do.
You know what? Hey, you answer the question for me, Dave, because I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Were these women repeat offenders? I guess, or repeated victims? I guess not. Then, no. 66 different. So I don't know
what the classified women is other than what I know them. You know what I mean? That they classified them as masseuse.
That's all I wrote. I bet the call came from the Texans, and when he asked for the trade, that's when all the fire came up.
Yeah,
He didn't ask for that trade.
Hey,
None of this
Hey,
is
see, you got a
anywhere.
point because I don't think that he got the massages after he asked for the trade. I think this was happening
No, this
before.
All
it's
prior.
it's all went back.
All
dude.
prior.
It's all went back. You know what I mean? I really don't believe that anybody, if there's only two people in a room, that somebody should be have an advantage over the other, as far as information when there's only two people there. Regardless of which. If it wasn't filmed, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody else in the room to kind of say, hey, look, I witnessed this, regardless if it's 50 people or 100 people that came out, and said it. You know what I mean? Because we all go in the room and say, hey, this lady showed us that tits too. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, but she might not have. You know what I mean? Regardless of which, I mean, I don't think that he should have to pay them. He didn't get no criminal cases put on him.
Exactly.
So
Ain't no criminal case.
I just think that it's all, that part I don't think that is, I think it's kind of weak for them not to take no criminal. That means that it's all about money.
And then
which it was from the jump.
now let me put this disclaimer on the conversation. Women, sexual abuse is wrong. Any unwanted touching, talking, whatever is wrong. We're saying, we're not definitely
whether a hooker or not.
Whether
right?
or not,
Exactly right,
any form of activity without your consent is terribly wrong. Making that point clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't want no abuse of any type towards women. No doubt. We just talking into this. It's just like, how is this dragging on so long? I think he went to. There was 2 cases, right? And
it only got
acquitted for both of them, right?
24 cases,
Listen,
and he settled 20 of them.
Well, listen, once again, these 20 cases only got settled because the attorney said he was going to label the Texans also in the paperwork. That's when the settlement started happening. That's what people keep forgetting. I'm like, the Texans don't want no parts of this. They was gonna be on there as well. He was gonna list them. All of a sudden they paid off because he kept denying.
It was already listed when they said that they were supplied by the Texans. You know what I mean? That's old
it was
information.
written down, but he was gonna change the paperwork and make them also a plaintiff.
Wait a minute here. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute. So is this a sabotage or is this a setup? Because I'm sure they knew what type of person he is, right? I mean, they got background information. So if they consent, well, that's another twist, right?
Well, yeah, I mean it was a collusion. You know what I mean? Texas were involved with it. Like you said, they supplied them, and after some point, if somebody came back and complained like, "Hey, man, this cat didn't pull this thing out on us," you know what I'm saying? They're like, "Hey, man, we got to stop. We got to stop giving you masseuses, man, because you acting up. Yeah, you acting up."
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's
aiding and abetting a fugitive, basically.
And then I mean, like I said, these organizations do their due diligence, because why is it the Browns giving that money, but on this year you're only gonna get $1 million? Like,
the Browns are very smart.
Wait a minute,
Browns are very smart.
They knew he was still going to be suspended for at least 6 to 8 games.
Whoever his agent is, did a great job. And you have to give him. You got to commend that cat, because the trade went through, and he's still getting paid this season by the Texans. Never heard of that before. So they were like, they take all your money, all your guaranteed money don't start till the next year. That ain't never been. I ain't never heard that. I was like, dude, this is the agent. You got to give him some credit.
What you mean? You can defer any money. You mean, you have heard that before?
I've never heard of that.
People defer all the time.
Bobby Bonilla.
Not on a trade. Trade.
His last year was last year? Was his last payment?
Yeah, Bobby Bonilla. Allen Iverson.
Last payment was last year?
Yeah, but that's at the end of a contract. Once again, this man is starting a new contract. He's going to be technically on the team, and he ain't going to get paid till next year.
So is this his last year?
They knew he was going to be suspended. See?
So is this his last year?
It's like an insurance policy. It was like an insurance policy.
That's never happened. That's never happened.
Well, guess what? This has never happened where someone got
Like I
traded.
said, that's never happened.
2 years.
It happened. Yeah, it
2
happened.
years.
Yeah, and he's actually had an underlining suspension because they didn't play him last year. That was a suspension. Let's be clear. He didn't even touch the field. He was suspended last year.
So what does that mean? Does that count towards anything that he sat out last year? Does that count for anything?
We don't know. They ain't ruled because they gave him an underlying suspension, pretty much.
He didn't want to play with the Texans. Remember, he said he's not coming to camp, even though he was there. Even though he had all those cases up against him, he said, "You know what? I'm not playing."
He was there. Suited up.
He already knew, regardless of which, that I'm gonna still get picked up.
He said, "Y'all ain't giving me no more massages. I'm not getting."
Yeah, I know that's right. You know what I mean? Who are the Browns gonna send over to him, Bob?
They already got a list. I'll tell you that.
Hey, for wins, you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice.
Where's Baker Mayfield right now?
Who cares?
He's still on the team. They gonna keep him until the child can play. That's what the Browns gonna do.
No. He said he's not playing.
Who cares?
Okay.
Who cares?
He's gonna play this last little football game.
Hey, Bissett is gonna be our quarterback.
Yeah. But he's gonna be. They need a backup, some insurance.
We got another quarterback, another brother. I forgot his name. Another brother.
What if y'all mess around and win the championship with boy on the team?
We'll take it. We'll take it. But money guys coming next year. Money guys coming. Right now, we're taking everything. Obviously, it shows how open we are.
But hey,
we'll take a convict and sign him guaranteed money.
Let's go ahead and talk about this on the business aspect and your Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Browns did the best they could.
We did.
They were supposed to do this. They said, you know what? We're going to take a shot in the dark. We ain't won since Bernie Kosar rolling over in the grave.
Slow down.
We're going to get this cat that ain't played in 2 years because we know he can play some football. We don't care.
Hey, Bernie, don't put Bernie in the grave yet. Don't put him in the grave yet. He's still the GOAT for us now. He's still the GOAT. You know what I mean? There's still hope for us. You know what I mean? There's still hope. But, hey, the Browns had to do what they got to do. We trying to get some wins because we have the number one fans in the league. So it doesn't matter. We trying to win games.
Who's the number one fans?
The Browns.
How?
We got the number one fans in the NFL. What you talking about?
Why? Because y'all still come to the games with paper bags on y'all head?
Doesn't matter.
Y'all still the ones that come with paper bags.
I don't remember anything about them Bears. I don't remember.
I know that's right. I don't remember that.
I forgot, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot. We'll see if Sierra has any singles out. I mean, we'll see. Man, that's Sports Illustrated cover. Whoa. But anyway, not going to talk about that. Not going to talk about that.
Because she's not even a football player.
Who?
She got
moves.
Say it again,
Bob.
Who? She got moves.
Who?
Sierra. You talking about
Sierra?
Oh, Sierra.
Talking about Sierra.
Yeah, he said since the Browns, I was telling him they got the number one fans. He said, well, Sierra ain't gonna have no singles coming out. That was his comeback. I said she ain't even a football player, Bob.
Woo!
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking about singles, music, man. I mean, anyway,
he don't
really
know what
like
he missing.
The Broncos. So I'm not even gonna talk about the Broncos. You know what I mean? I can't stand them. I don't understand how a Chicago mate is a Denver mate. I don't get that. But anyhow, I wish they make up their mind. It's been 2 years. 2 years since my man played over. Anyway.
Well, hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, B, but we got to revisit this because this came back. Let's just say this. He ain't going to play for 2 years. He could throw with his left hand and still be better than Baker Mayfield. So they had to do it. They had to. Because that guy's terrible. So
Baker Mayfield played hurt. Baker Mayfield played hurt, man.
Now you ride with Baker. You want him on the Broncos?
I see that. You're going too far. You're going too far. I'm only just saying the man played hurt, man. At some point, man.
He's not good.
He didn't have to play.
He didn't have to. Exactly right, man.
He's not good.
He didn't have
wow,
to.
that's a strong word, man.
He's not good.
That cat is a starting quarterback.
He's not Odell Beckham.
Was
he's not good.
He's
not good.
It's
been proven. As soon as Odell went to the Rams, it was proven.
You say ask Odell.
Yeah, ask Odell. He's not good. That's the end of that. Bye to Baker.
Bye to Baker. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna switch it up a little bit and get into these politics. So once again, I don't know if you guys been paying attention, but I think we should. I mean, we kind of knew what was going on, but now they're breaking it down so much they even giving out names who asked for not subpoenas. Well, we talk about that. They didn't even answer the subpoenas, but the ones who was trying to get, what do you call it, pardons. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the hearing. Have you guys been paying attention to the hearings?
Yeah, I watched the first one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure did.
So is it a waste of time? Because I don't think are they going to prosecute anybody?
Kind of hard to say right now. I mean, shucks, I can't look into my crystal ball and say they're going to prosecute somebody, but a lot of new information is coming out. And a lot of new evidence has still yet to be, put out there too. So there's a lot of information, man, that we gather, and that a lot of people was in on this, and we knew this early on too, right? We knew a lot of people was involved. But shout out to Lady Ruby and Shay. Man, could you imagine? Having cats coming up on your door? These are women who can't defend it. Yeah, they can't really defend themselves. Asking for citizens arrest. Put that lady name all out in public. What a punk that Donald Trump was. You know what I mean? Like him and Giuliani, big punks.
Wearing dress Giuliani.
Sleazeball Giuliani. You see them with Sasha Cohen.
Did you see when he got that prank put on him?
Sasha Cohen. Yep. Sleazeball.
Man.
That cat divorced his sick wife on her deathbed. That's what type of cat that is. So,
well, like
he wears dresses. He wears dresses.
There's nothing, too underhanded for that dude.
Nope.
Nothing at all.
They was delivering pizzas to this lady door so she could pay for it. Come on. Is that not like some...
Just wasting food,
it's so stupid. It's funny, dude. It's like you're retarded.
Hey, let's order pizzas to her house.
Yeah.
You agree with that? Like, how did that stick on the wall? Like, yeah.
You gotta remember,
just waste money to irritate people.
This is the man that they put in there with the nuclear codes. Once again, this is the cat that had a nuclear code. The scientist told us from the get-go, he was like, this cat should not have this information. He don't have that capacity.
Amen.
That's all I'm saying.
And just listen to all of it all over again, just kind of consolidated versus getting little bits and pieces of it. I think that's probably one of the good things, because you got it all in like one kind of hearing. They were playing back the phone calls and all the voice messages and all that, dude.
Showing people's testimonies.
Dude, it was clearly obstruction of justice.
Clearly, man.
From day one.
Clearly. And then
day one.
And then what's crazy is, okay, wait a minute, y'all. This dude has been pardoned twice. He's not even supposed to be like even close to anything foul. Like his lawyer indicted, telling everything. I mean, he had people in Congress right now asking for pardons.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there is obstruction.
Yeah. Crazy.
And each one of them said, if he were to run again, would you support him? And they were like, yes.
But that's
like what universe are we in?
Well, I get.
Are we in a different universe right now? Because I just watched Doctor Strange.
I know a metaverse, right? You're in the metaverse. No, but check it out though. They use the term rhino.
Yes.
Like it's like, what the heck is this rhino stuff? Rhino. So I look it up. It's only Republicans in name only.
Yeah.
I said they clowning these cats.
Yes. They said
calling them out.
Yeah, they said you won't get in trouble for poaching them. Like,
I know,
like you can kill it will. Like kill it will.
Rhino. They like, oh, he's just a rhino. So the Republicans, they know if they don't side with them, that you know what I mean? They basically gonna be put in purgatory. Like you know what I mean? Where do they go?
Man, those guys have to get called for the count to get them removed from office.
They
They have to
gotta
take a
go,
vote.
man.
They
They
got
have
to
to.
go.
You got
They
to
have
clean
to.
house. You got to clean house, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
You got to clean house.
But
come on,
that's
man.
part of the reason that they said that they was going to show most of this stuff because of the polls and people going out. They want people to know, like, hey, these are the people.
But they don't care, man.
It's like you supposed to remember this when you go to.
They
like,
don't care. And what
they supposed to be out of there, dude.
What comes across is the whole thing that we're arguing about is the system. All right, is the system. It's like, wait a minute. We see where justice goes to and where injustice goes to. We're watching it. And then you're sitting there telling us, no, that's not what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's not what you said. No.
Like,
you didn't see that. You didn't see that.
You're not seeing it. It's like, wait a minute here.
You didn't see that at all.
It's like we're like what is it? Are we the anomaly of anomaly of the system?
Well, yeah.
Are black folks, are we the anomaly of the system?
Yeah, you didn't put it black in there, but it is the I don't know what race. I don't know what race came in.
Dave.
Dave.
All I'm saying is, if this was even Black Lives Matter taking over a local municipality, they would all be in jail. Let alone this is one of the branches of government.
And they was opening the doors for the branches. They were coming in through all doors, all aspects.
Even if this was, let's say, right, this was Black Lives Matter. Basically, let's say all brown and black went up to Capitol Hill and let the Black Caucus, Congressional Caucus, help all of us out to get into the House, looking for representatives.
The senator, not the vice president.
No. I mean, you know what I mean. If the brothers and sisters marched to Capitol Hill, and the Congressional Caucus, or the inside job to let them in, showed them around beforehand, we would be executed. We'd be executed.
I don't know. I mean, Randy Colburn, what's his name? The comedian late night show dude. Wasn't there? Colburn, yeah. They did like a little skit, and they escorted them up out of there like real quick. Yeah.
And they were white, right? They were Euro-Americans.
Yeah,
so
they was like,
imagine,
hey, man, yeah, you're trespassing. They said they trespassed, and they arrested them.
Yes. Yeah.
When they had permission to actually be there.
Yeah.
They arrested them.
Said cats come through all type of doors, dude. All doors are getting opened up for them. Come on in. You know what I mean?
That's why I had to put out the race card, because we knew if the colors were different, there would definitely be a lot more heavy police presence than what happened. We know that. But when you know that, that's the injustice. So you had to bring it up like, wait a minute here. You're showing everything. You're spending taxpayer money to break down what actually went down, and you're
but like we said, you know, last time we spoke, everybody that jumped on that Blue Lives Matter, they wasn't hollering Blue Lives Matter for them Capitol Police people that was up in there that went through that. They went hollering like, no, that Blue Lives didn't matter for the torture and the stuff that they went through.
That's why I brought it up, because the injustice. It's like, so we're supposed to take this. So this is a test run.
Well, I mean, it's a travesty to democracy, and all the other countries that does not promote a democratic government is laughing.
Yeah.
Really is laughing at us like, what in the world is this? Like, what in this world is it? And you got countries, you know what I mean, like Qatar, who basically just said, hey, look, if you fools come over here thinking we're going to have a World Cup and y'all going to run amok and just have single sex, it ain't happening.
Nope.
Hey, man, you come over here and have sex without being married, you getting locked up for 7 years.
Well, we're going to see, because they ran out of accommodations on the hotels, and they put out tents out in the desert. We're gonna see what happens for the World Cup. They ran out of accommodations, so they got tents set up out in the
Who?
desert.
Who? The players or
No.
for visitors?
For the fans.
Who's paying for tents?
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
With no AC? With no
We're gonna
AC?
find out.
You better have some AC.
No AC.
That's the reason why they have it in the wintertime.
Does it get cold in Qatar ever?
No.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's the desert. It's one extreme to the other because it's the wintertime.
Yeah. So it could be cold as hell
Yeah,
out
man.
there.
Check it out. Check it out. They ran out of accommodations, man. It's the whole thing, you know. They was building that, obviously, when we were all locked up. Once again, supply and demand. They're like, oh, you know, maybe they don't come, and then boom, yep, open up the gates. We're coming. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. So that's all I am with the politics, man. It's like it's taken almost a year and a half to see what we shown. I mean, you got your police officers testifying in tears, looking like, I thought you guys were down for us, and you guys are like,
Blue lives didn't matter. That was all a hoax.
They don't
remember.
care.
Blue lives didn't matter. Everybody was hollering that out.
There's a couple things we need to realize, people. Couple things. On the GOP side, the raggedy elephant side, the get nothing done Republicans, all they care about. They showed you on this. They was willing to give up. They was ready to liquidate the vice president. Like, hey, he's
yeah, realistically.
They threatened. They got cats on tape talking about on the ground. Talk about we get Pelosi or Pence. They're done. Had the noose out there. They already killed some cops going in. A couple of them got shot up and killed. So they was willing to liquidate the vice president for power. Yeah. Okay, so
but I mean, if you want to talk about hypothetical, what would we actually be dealing with if they actually got in and got them?
He was 40 feet away. They were 40 feet away. That's how close they came to Pence.
But what if they got him though?
They was gonna kill him.
What would we be doing right about now?
Mob rule. You know how mobs get. We don't know, but it's in our bloodstream. The mob goes crazy. They killed the
we
police.
Don't want to see that ever.
Yeah. We don't want that to happen. They killed the police right there. So what do you think if they got their hands on somebody they was really targeted?
Like this hearing.
A lot of them people was in trouble. A lot of people was going to be in trouble. If that mob would have got up in there, ain't no telling.
Mob, man, they don't lose. They lose folk. Man, they was shitting and pissing.
What?
Yes, they was defecating all over the building, man. Like who does that?
Are you serious?
Animals. They're out there like animals.
They was doing all that.
Civilized animals.
They was doing all that.
And these are the people who think that they knew better than the congressmen and senators in that building.
Hey man, and these were not lower class people.
No, they weren't.
No.
That's what I mean. So
wasn't one a professor from Chapman University?
What's up?
You know what I mean? Wasn't one of them dudes a professor from Chapman University? All that
lawyers, police officers. There was members of Congress there. Come on, man. They was defecating in the building, man. Like who thinks like, you know what? I want to eat up a lot of stuff so I can shit when we get in there. Who thought, you know, I'm going to take a shit in front of everybody in here?
The same people who sent the pizzas to Lady Ruby's house.
Yeah.
What?
He said, who thinks about that? The same people who thinks about sending pizzas, you mean, to annoy Lady Ruby.
When I heard that, I'm like, what? They say, they just sent massive amount of pizza to the house.
So you the pizza place, so you just keep making the pizza with somebody.
If they're paying for it.
So you like, man, we know that this person ain't ordered the pizza. You just keep making.
Because pizza delivery place, you can say I'm paying cash, right? You know what I'm saying? So they just like come there thinking they gonna get cash,
or they already prepaid. You know what I mean? But so it's like, okay, we know. At least I feel this is not going to tip the needle over any.
It's gonna be interesting to see, man, what happens after this hearing, man. You know, like, because although it's a hearing, who's on trial? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, There's nobody sitting in that chair that's like, looking like they're about to go to jail. We don't have that person. Who is that? What is this hearing for?
Yeah,
and who is it for?
I think it's more to just show the American people what the hell really was going on.
I know, but somebody is supposed to be on trial here.
I agree with
you. We're going to see because I heard that they, to those who didn't answer the subpoena, I think they gave out warrants, and I think the Attorney General Garland, I think he is putting together some cases. And we're like, wait a minute here. Why are you waiting now? Because, you telling me no agents were on this beforehand? No.
Makes you think like they was told not to be on this. I mean, at some point.
Hey, plead the fifth. That's right. Plead the fifth.
A lot of them did too.
Yeah.
A lot of them did. So we already know what the whole telling is. And my whole point is this, like, I swear we have like baboon memory or small memory. You know what I mean? It's like the dude has been twice he's been impeached. Twice. And he's acted up, and then he took all that money.
Faked all those documents.
Yeah, took all the money. And what about the document? This dude just shitted on the whole White House, dog. Just shredding documents.
That fool, like, hey, I need 11,000 votes. Can you find them?
But we talked about this. Remember, I tell you that. Come on, man.
All on tape, man.
The greatest comment.
That guy said, I need 11,000 votes. Like, yeah, come on, man. Dude, like, I couldn't find them. Like, you wouldn't look for them?
And then, like you said, with Lady Ruby, is it Lady Ruby and her daughter?
Lady Ruby,
and where he say that he needed all those votes from? Atlanta,
Georgia.
Philly, Detroit, Milwaukee, Miami. Atlanta, I think. But anyway, all those 4 cities.
Yeah, and the one Senate dude, the one chairman in Georgia, he was like, he wanted me to find 11,000 votes, and when I couldn't, they basically labeled me a pedophile. he said, man, they made me turn me into a pedophile. He like, man, shame me in front of my daughter. I was like, man. And if the people don't know, if they don't do what that man says, dude, he will basically, turn a blind eye and push you, in front of a bus. He clearly did it with Pence. When Pence was like, hey, man.
We ain't heard from Pence since this whole thing happened. Has Pence ever said anything?
Yeah, well, he ain't said nothing about this, but he just did a little rally, not a rally, but a showing just like a couple days ago.
Saying what?
He said a lot of different things. A lot of it was really short topic about, the insurrection,
crazy,
of course.
Man.
Yeah, he just spoke like a couple days ago.
They was about to sacrifice that dude.
So he's still rolling with him. Is what you saying?
Nah, I don't think he is, but I still think he probably a rhino. He a rhino though. He can't come back. He can't come back from this one. He can't come back.
Hey man, it's all I'm saying is, people, there's a few states that we have to vote on to change this 50-50 because Sinema and the West Virginia fucker, they're turncoats. They're not gonna vote on anything as far as I can't think of the name of it. Filibuster. They won't vote on the filibuster. So we have to there's a couple seats up. That's in North Carolina. I want to say North Carolina, Texas, Florida, Georgia, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and I want to say Kentucky and Alabama possibly. No, not Alabama, Kentucky. We have to vote for the brothers there and the sisters that's running. Then we don't have to worry about those 2 senators if they turn. So Voting matters. That's all we could do at this moment. All right, people. All we can do is vote
Or
first.
any moment, at any moment.
That's all we can do right now because we're not
Vote.
together economically to form a Voltron. Remember, people, we give away over $1 trillion.
Yeah.
What we spend per year. Per year. There's only 40 million of us. 40 million of us. So I don't know what the numbers will be. Will we be a lot better off than what we now if we kept that $1 trillion in the community? Would we be better than what we are now? Wouldn't you say? No. I don't know. I don't know the numbers on that. But if you divide 40 million into $1 trillion, I think we'll be better off, right? Then
Can't go wrong with that kind of math.
we're giving everybody. They're not giving us no money. And when they do give us money, they're taxing the shit out of us. Okay? They're taxing the shit out of us. You know what I mean? So we have to vote. I mean, and then we can start making moves. You know, we got to get over this petty stuff. I mean, I get it. I get it. But we got to be inclusive, meaning that when we say something, quote unquote, black, that means everybody inclusive. We don't need to start getting petty and separating us. Black, we can't afford to do that right now. If we were together, then we could break down units within the community. But we got to, if it's black, it means everybody, people. Everybody. From the alphabet community to those ones who don't want to join. That's all of us. We don't need to get back to all black.
Can Herschel Walker join?
Hey, man.
Can we make a trade?
Original Steve.
I'm just checking.
Can we take Jack Harlow for Herschel Walker?
Yeah. Okay. Can we make a trade?
Just asking.
Can we get Jack Harlow?
All inclusive. I mean, I just wanted to make sure if you really mean that.
Jack, holla at the B-Side podcast. You know what I mean?
Hey, but we know he's a Sambo. We know if we brought him inclusive and we told the plan, he'll go run the tail. We know that.
I know you need to have him on Knock It Off for that one little thing you just said. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that, bro?
Jesus.
Diagnose Jesus, dude.
The Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
He's not a person. Like, oh, Jesus.
Hey.
Hey.
Herschel.
Hey.
Special.
Herschel.
Hey.
What's the name of your people's, you know what I'm saying? Don't you do the commercial with? The counseling?
Oh, Marcel Consulting.
Marcel Consulting.
That's their number one person they supposed to hit up.
Hit up Marcel. Hit him up. Right now.
Hey, speaking of that.
Diagnosing Jesus. Hit him up.
Speaking of that, we're great, but definitely Marcel Consulting.
The B-Side podcast is sponsored by Marcel Consulting.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
All right.
The B-Side podcast is sponsored by Marcel Consulting and Mental Health Services. Has this pandemic and our current state of the world taken a toll on you? Are you enjoying life? Marcel Consulting and Mental Health Services are here to help. We provide services from individual counseling, family counseling, life coaching and anger management to domestic violence. Our goal is to improve the lives of individuals and families by having a safe place to speak up, speak out, and live. Ask about our 30-minute consultation trial session. Whether you are insured or not, we have an installment payment option. Contact us at marcelconsulting.com at 909-323-7100. Remember to speak up, speak out, and live. marcelconsulting.com.
Yes. Everybody, if you have any type of mental health issues, get them checked out, but preferably you can always go to marcelconsulting.com, marcelconsulting.com. Check out the website and get what you need to do or get what you need to get. Yeah, so I guess that'll do it for politics. You know, we'll come back to that, but I mean, it's like, okay, what is this for? What are we doing? I mean, does this mean anything? Does it move the needle? You know, that's some of the things that I want to discuss on that. But I don't know what's going on once again with some of these folks out here. I think a lot of them can't even spell what they're trying to say or even understand what they're trying to say. But on this episode of Knock It Off, this CRT shit won't stop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this side of Knock It Off, well, this is what I have to share with you guys. So, there was a teacher out in Maryland. Her name is Cecilia Lewis. By all accounts, she is a distinguished black educational leader. However, she was she left her position as a principal of a school in Maryland in 2021. And she got a new job in Georgia's Cherokee County. However, in that district, they were going to create a position. I should say they were trying to start a new position also within their curriculum that they were going to be focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion, basically what they would say their DI work. However, well, parents got hold of this, and what do? They go to their school board and start complaining. Got it so much so they start bringing up so much smoke that she left, went to another school in Georgia. I want to say in what county was she in? She went to another school in Georgia. I want to say Cobb County, I want to say, if I ain't mistaken. Anyway, that same parents from that other county called Cobb County to get her up out of there. So what the hell is going on with this CRT? Has gotten out of control? Is that
Help
a weapon
me,
they're
what
going to use?
CRT? What is that acronym? What?
Critical race theory.
Oh,
They don't even teach it in high school.
wow.
They teach it at higher levels of education. Not even. I don't even think in your going for your undergrad, this is even teach. But they're thinking that's one of their ploys. How is that even a rallying cry when it's not even true?
So she worked at one district and then went to the other district.
Yep.
Now, did she leave that district for a particular reason?
Well, she left the first district because it got so chaotic. She was getting harassed. And then
Now, why was she was getting harassed because of her race?
She was getting harassed because allegedly she was going to start teaching black studies, whatever, at that school. She was trying to implement that, and she didn't even say she was going that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Just the rumor boiled up that the parents went to the school board because, once again, people need to pay attention. That's another tool that the GOP party is using, is going to these different school boards to bring up, quote unquote, the CRT ghost shit. I call it CRT ghost, to harass, make people, like in her case, she's like, it's overwhelming. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go to another county. However, where she's at Cobb County, they're letting her stay. So, but still though, go ahead, see.
It's fear. It's almost like a fear tactic, man. It's like once people hear CRT, they automatically, we don't need that
talking point.
It's like wait a minute. Since when talking about something that possibly happened in history brings people history. So why are they so afraid to have a topic? It's a topic.
They think Billy and Jenny's feelings will get hurt if they get taught accurate history. That they'll feel less deserving. Like, damn, we still got to worry about y'all feelings still, huh?
But it's just sad that the topic part of it, Billy and Jenny is supposedly they feel some type of way. But if it's the truth, it's the truth. Why is that it's just a discussion. It ain't like the kid or whoever listens to it doesn't have to say, oh, that's right or that's wrong. It's still a topic in school. Everything that you've heard in school isn't right or wrong. You determine what you want to use, right? What you want to apply. So I don't understand why the fear factor always comes in, because it's only CRT. What other topic have you heard in the last 50 years that they was like, oh, we don't want that in school?
It's a tactic. It's a tactic they're using.
What other topic? What other thing has happened in school where they was like, we don't want that? No, we don't want that.
Well, when they didn't want us to come to the schools, or integration.
I'm just saying. So it's kind of like,
I mean, they've used this
this
playbook
is real
before.
Strange, because I thought school is about education and learning.
No, come on, no.
I'm just saying, like, that's what they.
No,
what
that's
we
the
preach,
propaganda.
right?
That's the propaganda they put out there. No question, no question. You're exactly right. That's exactly what they put out there.
That's why it's like it's just makes no sense. You know. For instance, you can go back to, let's say 30 years ago.
And these supposed to be Christians. Go ahead.
Well, you can go back 30 years ago where discussions of the LGBTQ community wasn't really brought to the forefront.
But they're political power base now.
But what I'm saying, I'm just making a point. Like, it wasn't really brought to the forefront, but you didn't hear people going in droves to the school and having people move out of counties. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, hey,
you know what it is.
But it is happening, right? So I had a niece in Chicago who my great nephew attended a school, and they were teaching the inclusion of being gay. They had full Gay Pride Week. I mean, which we know to be what CRT, really is all about. Critical race theory, on how it's kind of not always about race. It's about, hey, why is certain areas poor? It's not because of race. It's because of how things is built within the system. That's really what the CRT is really more focused on, not just a race thing, and it's not about blacks. It's about all people, right? I mean, it's critical race theory, not critical, black theory, CBT. You know what I mean? Go ahead. But what?
No. But we know when they bring out the CRT,
But
they're
what?
talking about blacks.
But it's not. I mean,
we know.
But
I know it's not. But that's
you're right. You're right.
That's what they're saying.
The other side of the line, they view it as black.
Yeah, you go teach black shit, black history.
Yeah, like
No,
I said,
I'm just saying.
And we know that's not the case. We know.
Well, they know it's not. They know it's not the case too. It's just if somebody who's black that's governing it, then yeah, they're gonna always say that's the case, because we know redlining has been around for years, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On why blacks weren't able to get mortgages in certain areas and all that other kind of stuff, type of thing. So that's like you said, we know that's been around for years, and that was really one of CRT. Now, now that I know what they call it, that's been around for ages.
Yeah.
So it's not a taught thing. It's really more about a systematic thing, and how systemic things is actually affecting races.
Yes. Yes.
Because the system is broken.
Yeah. And then it's just like, okay, with the CRT, now, what's the big word you're hearing all the time? Crime, 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 crime. Crime on the loose. You know what that means. The blacks out there running amok in the street. Once again, another bullhorn they're using. Every time when it comes election year or election, the election process, crime is going to be there. Is there too many running around on the street looking free? Is it too much? And we're not tougher on crime. We got to get rid of these criminals. Like who's the criminals? Oh, I think they're talking about us. I think they're talking about us.
Yeah, and when we know that always to be true, when we live in an area, we can say, hey, look, they'll talk about stuff that's in Houston, just so they can basically exploit, a certain race, whether it be, black or brown, one of the two. Like, why are you showing me where there was a murder, one person getting killed, in a impoverished area, and some podunk town in Texas?
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
it's
Fifth Ward somewhere. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's like, really? You know,
yeah.
we don't need to see that here in Los. Keep that in Houston. You know, but like you said, they got exploited. You
You
know what
got to
I'm
exploit it because that's
saying?
technically all local news, right?
Yeah.
Why? So why are you framing local news on a national scale? You know,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
then we want to don't want to say this. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. We want to send funds to the war in Ukraine, but what what about the wars going on in our streets? What about the failed war on drugs? Where the funding going back into that, right? What's the deal with that? We all know when you look at the numbers, it's more expensive to keep an inmate than to teach a child. So it's like,
Is that why everybody mad at the Los Angeles District Attorney Garcon? They want to, you know, get him up out of here because he's actually making it fair. The same people that get off that may not be of a certain color, you know what I mean, and
they'll
now
have
they
the
are
money to
of a
get
certain.
out of bail. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Exactly right. And
yeah,
now they actually
yeah,
are letting these people off that of a certain color,
yeah.
you know, get the same treatment.
Same shit.
You
Yeah.
know, it's like, hey man, you know, it's like what's fair is fair.
It's supposed to be, right?
Yeah,
That's the justice that we're talking about. You know what I
yeah,
mean? When there's injustice running amok, you're going to get all types of shit. Come on,
yeah,
all
yeah.
types of shit. And then people fail to realize it's like, wait a minute here. If the black and brown are asking for certain type of policies, people, don't you understand? Those policies help everybody. Like the civil rights bill helped people come over here that was non-black get in front of us. It's like, people, we can read now, we see the tactics, and that's the reason why we bring this shit up, because all we want is justice. Technically, that's all we want. So we don't want nothing free. We ain't never asked for no handouts. We understand work. We built this motherfucker. So all we ask for is justice. And then when you see the injustice and you treat people wrong because they're non-white, that's gonna be issues, yo. It's gonna be issues. So you know what? On that note, we're gonna go into something real. Well, I don't know. Is it nice? Is it peaceful? But anyhow, we're gonna find out something. Yes, this week in the new, we have to go and congratulate. We got to bring this up. Bismack Biyombo. Forget if I'm messing up your name, but Bismack
Michael
Biyombo.
Jordan's son.
My man is meeting with Pope Francis, discuss his foundational work in the Congo. So we got to give a shout out to my man. Matter of fact, we're gonna give a hand clap out to that, because that's great, man. You know what I mean? This brother's out here doing something for not only the brothers and sisters here, but also the brothers and sisters in his homeland. And, hey, what they say, when you see the root of a problem, you go to the root. And we have to make or show that, hey, we got to say it like that. The Catholic, especially the Pope, they're responsible for a lot of this. Because
Responsible for what?
They okayed slavery. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they okayed it. You know what I mean?
Oh, he took a quick little turn there, though. I thought we were talking about Bismack, and he went the problem. I mean, I was just trying to.
It was a setup. It was a setup for the Pope.
I see. Is Bismack Catholic? Is he Catholic?
Hey, it looked like they probably colonized. I don't know. I don't know what the Congolese are. They're either Christian. They're either Christian or Muslim.
Right.
One or the other. One or the other. But I'm sure he has to be somewhere in the Christianity denomination to go see the Pope. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe he is, but that's a good thing, man. We got to give him a shout out for actually going over there and talking to him and seeing what's going on, man. Who knows? Religion changes things. Religion changes things. So shout out to Bimbo.
Yeah, he did he built a hospital right in the Congo.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's why I think the Pope ended up meeting him because all of his money and proceeds of the money that he made for the NBA he gave back to his country
That's good. That's good.
to kind of help some of the infrastructure for building hospitals.
Okay.
But I think LeBron and Jalen Rose ought to get that, for what they're doing in their community
For
with these
schools.
schools too. Somebody needs to give them a pat on the back. Yeah, I said his name, LeBron James, and I promise.
Is that technically his school or Nike school?
I've never heard that.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Did he do it like Blaze Pizza, where he only put like $1 million in and they took care of everything else?
That's not a good look, man. That ain't a good look.
I just asked a question.
I know that's not a good look, bro.
I just asked a question.
I know that's not a good look, man. That's not a good look, man.
Hey, whatever.
He's provided. I mean, in your neck of the woods too, man. You know what I mean? Underprivileged kids the opportunity to see something.
Yeah.
To see something. You know what I mean? I didn't see that till I came to California, man. Cats from Chicago just didn't go to school, man. That wasn't even part of how it went down.
He's doing great things, but I think we patted him on the back enough.
I'm gonna talk about the school. I ain't talking about anything else, Bob. I think you can take away from him leaving the Cavaliers.
He has a half a clone on Fox Sports every morning. Shannon Sharp, he got his half clone on him, parading and dancing and hooting and hollering for him like he's a messiah.
I put Jalen Rose in the same sentence too,
okay,
Bob.
I forgot. You did. I forgot.
I'm just saying on what they doing for the community.
I got carried away.
Bob. I mean, you gotta let that go, man.
It's hard. Hit
up Marcel Consulting, brother. Sounds like something you need to talk through, kid.
Oh wow!
You only need maybe one session. I think one session is all you need. I think
man!
No more than
man! I know. 1, 2, 3. Everything will be all right. 1, 2, 3. I gotta meditate on that. Yeah. Apologies. You did say you did. I like D Rose too. I like, even though C don't like him.
Jalen.
I thought you. Oh, Jalen. I thought you said Derek. See, I'm all messed up. I can't even get my roses right.
I know. See what I'm saying? Hey, man, this is what LeBron does to you, man. We see how disruptive he is to who you are, man. You know what I mean?
I'm getting the roses all confused.
Yeah. And we gonna lose that demon like right now today.
No. Yeah. It's almost like John Elway. Anyway, shout out to Jalen Rose. You know what I mean? I always like Jalen. Shout out, doing a tremendous job. Afterlife of NBA, man, doing a great job, man. He's headstrong brother, like you said. Definitely. I wish the name of the school, because I'm sure people could donate. Go to the site.
Yeah,
I forgot the name. Some academy. I know that much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but yes. Shout out Jalen Rose, Fab Five. They changed the game. No question. Hey. I want to ask y'all something, man. I didn't know. I'm gonna bring this up. I want to share this screen. I did not know that this still goes on. I thought this shit stopped in the 70s. Did y'all know? And if you do know, let me find out. But did y'all know that New Jersey and Oregon are the only, one of the only two states
they still can't pump their gas?
Can't pump their gas? What? It's been illegal for drivers to pump their own gas since 1949 in New Jersey, and in Oregon 1951.
Everything's supposed to, and the people is pissed about it. Like, look, I want to pump my own gas.
like, what is going on here, man? And it's like, and you can get fined. Like
Yes.
violator can be fined
Yes.
up to $500 for breaking state laws for not pumping your own gas.
But check it
That's
out though.
crazy.
You know what I mean? You spend less for self-service gas though because you have to pay. You know what I mean for that full service. It's a full service
It is full
price.
service. Yes, I remember that back in the day when we were
Dude,
younger.
that's been around for years, bro. Yeah.
That and tolls, I don't understand.
Ain't that
A little
crazy?
bit, but tolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
you
toll.
You got to pay to drive.
Back east.
You got to pay
crazy.
to drive. We pay enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we got to
The
pay
gas
for
tax.
We got to pay for the car. We got to pay for car insurance. We got to pay for
With taxes.
registration.
With
Yeah,
taxes.
registration.
With
Yeah,
taxes.
Oh, fix the road. The road they never
exactly. With taxes. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? All that. You got
I
to pay
did-
for tickets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Hey,
mean?
what kills me is I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but for whatever reason, I don't know why I tuned in when Biden said he's going to give a gas tax holiday.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
know we were
a
paying
tax
two
holiday.
different taxes at the pump. I didn't know we was paying the federal and the state.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
How we got
Sure
fucked up
did.
roads? We should not have a pothole.
Yeah,
Nope.
There should not be a pothole in the street.
Oh, shouldn't.
And then also, wait a minute here. Hold on, man. This also,
Well, federal only do interstates, right? So you mean
Yeah.
only interstates, right? So
but also though, I'm starting to see some of. I know Santa Ana's doing a railway crossing like goes through. I think Santa Ana and Gar Grove. I want to say. Now this right, we've seen the effects when we were locked down, and what it did to Mother Nature. Right, air was clear.
Clear.
Right?
See miles and miles away.
So my whole thing is this:
No smog.
we're paying all that tax at the pump, and we got way too many non-drivers out here. There's a lot of people shouldn't even be owning up a car. They shouldn't be owning a car.
you know, and people don't know the unwritten rules of the road.
They
Like
don't
if
know.
you ain't driving fast enough, get your butt over to the right.
Right. Yep.
But you
You
know
mean,
now,
if I'm
Dave.
coming up behind you, hey man, get over.
You know, Dave. What everybody say now? Hey,
People
there are no rules. People
I know it.
don't pay attention to no rules.
It's 5 is speed limit. You
They
know
don't
what I
pay
mean?
no rule. No, they don't pay no attention to rules. They don't pay no attention to codes.
No.
But my whole thing is this. You know what? I was like, I might have to start sending a tweet out to the National Transportation Department. Be like, yo, be like, Buttigieg.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go green. We're talking about we need a cleaner environment. Where is the railway system? Why aren't we going overseas to be like, hey, we need a railway system out here?
Well, you got to have electric car by 2030, so you don't got to worry about that. So that's how you go green.
Yeah, but there's still
O-
there's still way too many
only ele-
cars.
Only electric cars by 2030 because it's going to be sold. You still have your gas guzzler. 2030 in California, there will not be any gas cars being sold in California by 2030.
How do we have the BART system up north, but we don't have the BART system down here?
Well, Tesla made that tunneling, man, and nothing really came about. You know what I mean? Of it, dude, that little tunneling thing that he got, it actually could work.
It's too much congestion, man. We should be able to get from Orange County to LA in 10 minutes on a speed train or something, man. Here to LA, here to Vegas, here to San Diego. What
That would be nice.
What the fuck was that big ass train station over here in Anaheim for? For 4 trains to come on? For 4 little pull-up trains to come through? What the hell was that for? Just to have something lit up?
Seems, right?
Yeah. Can we just have some metal lit up at night? I mean, where are the trains?
Says right. What was
Where are the
that
trains, man?
What was that made for? Really, what was that made for?
You got the Honda Center there. You
don't
got
know.
the Angel Stadium
Just metal
there.
lit up at night. It's a big art gallery. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you got Disneyland not too far.
But ain't nobody using that thing like that.
Every time I go by the train station, man, and ain't nothing but transient bum. What are they called? Transits. What are they?
Transient.
Number of transients in there, man. Sleeping
All bad.
with swollen ankles and legs. That's all. Come on, man. They ain't sleeping. No, for real. If you look at all the trains, look at their legs because they're like they sleep like sitting down or standing up and shit. So they legs are fucked up, man. They're all swolled up and
Never
stuff,
paid
man.
attention to that.
They got
Wow.
cankles for real. Well, maybe because I see these fuckers every day. I swear they paying rent. I swear they paying rent over here, man. That's another thing. We got to do something, man. It's like the freaks come out at night about from 2 to 3 in the morning, man. It's like a full moon out every night. Like, oh my God. Oh, like, are we in the safari right now? We got the walking zombies over here.
Well, hey man, come on, man. They need help.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Something has to be done, man. Something has to be done. We got all.
They are building little home communities for them. I mean, it's not going to supply everybody because don't nobody. I think most of them live on the street because they don't want to be in a controlled environment. So that's just how they like to live their life.
Hey man, here's my theory. Right? We should get some. Each city should have an area of land where it's like a multiplex system or multiplex community for the transients, meaning that each level they can accommodate you. Meaning, like you said, some people don't want to go inside, so have an area where they can pitch a tent. Yeah, where they can pitch a tent. Then the next area, little homes, maybe single rooms, building with just single rooms, whatever, and then another one with like a full apartment, so that you can see the transition. I don't know. We got to do something, man, because there's like millions of abandoned buildings out here. Millions. They're just sitting. So why not then incorporate some of these young entrepreneurs who might be working on something that might click, like tiny homes or bring up something with a van or a semi truck that has showers.
They make those container homes, you know what I mean? And they just stack them on top of each other.
Something, man. Something.
Yeah.
Something.
They got them.
They can do it because I know over there by your old high school, see, they got a whole little community where they got like
the containers.
Yeah, and they got the big screen out there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The containers is hot though.
We got to do something. The potatoes is hot.
I said them containers get hot.
The containers.
I'm pretty sure they got AC. Otherwise, that's a liability. Put some people in there to live during the summertime. Yeah, that's a death. That's a death wish.
Yeah, man.
Could you imagine living in the 1800s without AC?
No.
In Arizona?
No.
Uncharted territory.
Yeah. What architect back then? I'm sure they had some, but what architect back then be like, okay, could understand the wind and how maybe, I don't know, if you built your house a certain area or a certain angle, you can get some wind through there, some circulation, ventilation.
And 110 degrees, I don't know how much wind can root through there to cool you off. But good thought though.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, it's all like there's ways that where the smart people at? How about that? There's ways that we can use, like we can build our own ecosystem. Something. There's a lot of things we can do. But anyhow,
like wasted money.
Something. But hey, people, support the B-Side Podcast anytime. You can go to $ Robert Sellers. You can go to Venmo Robert-Sellers-4 or hit me up on PayPal BB Sales. Hey, we'll take any contribution to get this B-Side Podcast correct. We can do things, go different places. But hey, if you want to support, there are our handles. Feel free anytime. B-Side Podcast. But anyhow, fellas, anything y'all need to get off your chest before we get up out of here? Anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. We gotta say, hey, Herschel Walker, please go see somebody. Anybody that listen to the B-Side Podcast and they tell you that they are following Herschel Walker, y'all need to go see somebody as well to make sure Marcel consulted.
Mental health services.
That's what we saw.
Hit him up.
Everybody. Anybody that says they following Herschel, please talk to somebody. Marcel.
Hit him up. Hit him up.
No doubt. What about you, Dave? Anything before we get about anything
Yes.
out of here? What's up?
Yes. In efforts to support Lady Ruby,
Okay.
the FBI told her she need to leave her home because she wasn't protected in her own home. So instead of having people there to protect her, given that the president of the United States defiled her name, they made her leave her house
Yes.
because she was in danger.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
What
Man.
in the world was that?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, do better. If you if you got a citizen,
Lady Ruby.
I know that's right. If you see a citizen in danger because someone is obstructing justice, you don't have them leave their home of comfort. You protect them in their home of comfort.
That's right.
And you tell the people that's coming there trying to do a harm to her that you step on here, you come in peace or you leave in pieces. Shame on you, United States government.
That's right. Hashtag Lady Ruby. Hey, we could work on something. Who knows, man? We could put something together, man. You know what I mean? Who knows?
And shame on our community. There is no way. I don't know what community she live in, being a grandmother, and her
where the males at in her family, right?
Exactly right. Now stand out there like the Black Panther Party and not say, hey, look, you're not going to have nobody come in here disrupting, this lady.
Yeah. Yeah, she deserves to live in peace. What she's
exactly right.
You know what I mean?
She was doing her civic duty.
Man. That's right, man. I ain't never
seen Dave. Shame on y'all too.
I ain't never seen Dave this passionate. Go
ahead,
that
pissed me off. I couldn't do nothing but be pissed off about that, man.
Yeah, man.
That was awful.
That could have been our own Lady Ruby in the neighborhood or
man,
in our family,
that could have
right?
Exactly right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly
I was sitting there like,
shame on us.
Especially when they just bars up in the crib, man. Talk about looking for the daughter on a civil house arrest. Like,
unbelievable.
A civil arrest.
Knowing that them fools lied about you, all of that.
And they knew it too. What they say? That they thought it was a some type of backup disc or whatever, and it was a damn ginger mint.
Yeah. She said a ginger mint.
A ginger
mint.
And
he's like, she's peddling this USB drive like some druggie.
Yes. USB, there you go. Yes. There you go. And it was a ginger mint.
Donald Trump said that.
Yeah. And it was a ginger mint that her mom passed to her.
Dirty dogs.
And those
sleaze bags, as C Nice would call them.
Yeah. Sleaze bags. Yeah. You can't go back to the crib. They waiting on him.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, no doubt.
Shame on y'all, man. Shame.
Yeah, man. That's why
he posted in Mar-a-Lago. Can't
stay ready.
Where?
And I got to say, hey, shout out to Black Storm Vodka. Shout out to Black Storm Vodka. They are one of the sponsors of the B-Side Podcast.
I had a couple swigs at you.
I had that.
We want to get y'all some bottles, man. We want to get y'all some bottles. At least you can show them. At least you be like, hey, this is some good vodka. Hey, pour a glass, pour a drink. I know she got some mixed drinks. We gonna have to tell her we need some product.
I won't be able to do a review. I mean, but I can say if the bottle is nice.
Okay. What you gonna just review by look and tail? I mean, because
that's what I'm saying. I can review like what it looks like from a marketing standpoint. You know what I mean? But I'll rely on C Nice to for the taste test.
Yeah. By the next podcast, we gonna have to get y'all fellas some bottles and go from there, man. But it's nice, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, check your local. I want to say either Bevmo or Beer, Wine, and More. She said she just got in there. So shout out to Blackstone Vodka. Get your nice premium vodka, and it's by a sister, ladies and gentlemen. Blackstorm Vodka. Go to blackstormvodka.com. Go to Blackstorm on IG. But hey, before we get out of here, C, give us your handle, man.
Hey, C Nice Instagram, C Nice on Twitter. Can't go wrong with that. And once again, just on the way out, the Yankees.
You hear him, Dave. Baseball. Go ahead, Dave. Give us your handle, man. Before we get
at Dave Perk the King, people. Holla at your boy on Twitter.
Hey, You can always check me out at AR Sales 2, AR Sales 2 on IG. Go to Alec Roberts on IG too. Go to alecroberts.com. Get some gear on there. Check out the site. Also, you can check us out at the B-Side Podcast Q. The B-Side Podcast Q on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. Instagram. So, hey, to once again, thanks for fellas coming out once again. Let me go ahead and get a sound clap. Thank you, fellas.
Love, not strangle love. See, that strange love for the people, but for all the other people that's not from New York City that know how to read, it's strange love.
See what happens when you from Chicago, biggest LGBTQ community.
Hey, you know what? We out of here on that note, people. Peace.